Hello. In this video we're going to be looking at the calibration process for the probes, but first I'd like to take the opportunity just to mention a little bit about the probes and their care. Probes should never be twisted or pulled out from the holder using the blue cap, and the probe should also always be immersed in liquid to prevent them drying out. On the initial install you'll see the configuration of the washers, which is the gland nut, the O-ring, the serrated washer and the flat O-ring. This is present in the blanking plug that will be removed before operation. So the calibration process. If we press and hold the cal button, we'll go into the calibration menu and we can see that pH is flashing. If we enter this, we'll get a request to see if the calibration is okay. At this point, we should use the buffer solution supplied. Please taking note of the pH of the relevant solution. We can place the probe in the solution and we now press enter. The calibration now begins to count down from 90 seconds and we can see that it's specified the 7 pH solution on the calibration. As the countdown continues, when it reaches 0 it will give you a percentage of the probe's accuracy. Here we can see that it's come back 100% quality. We can then take the probe out of that buffer solution, giving it a gentle shake, and we can either wash it in some clean water or just give it a little general shake just to get some of the residue off. We now open the 4 pH buffer solution and place the pump in that. I should say never rub the probes to dry them off or clean them because electrical interference will damage the probe. We then go back to the menu, press enter to continue with the calibration. You can see that's now changed to pH 4, and if we press enter, once again we'll begin the countdown process. So we've now finished the countdown, and once again the quality of the probe in this solution has come back at 100% and the calibration is complete. If we press enter, we can go back to the menu and escape back out. You can see now that being in the 4 pH solution that the reading on the screen is exactly 4 pH. To calibrate the redox probe, which is the yellow probe, it's exactly the same process, but in this case we use just one solution which is provided in the kit, and this is the 465 millivolt solution. But exactly the same process. For the free chlorine calibration by the amperometric cell, slightly different process. We take a sample of water from the flow cell where you carry out your DPD test and get a value of the chlorine. You then go into the menu, press the chlorine calibration, and after 10 seconds it will give you an estimated value of what it thinks the probe is seeing. You correct this and press enter again, and again it counts down from 10 seconds. You then cut off the flow to the flow cell and wait for the remaining 100 seconds, and the reading should come back 0. You can then exit the calibration.